Oh yeah, thanks. This is the way of Lexus being the fashionista on this server. What a way to start the show. Oh, Lexus, your timing couldn't have been better. If we have a moment, we have some things I'd like to share. Excellent. We'll just wait for Lamati. She should arrive shortly. Lexus, glad to see you here too. Ah, speak of the devil, let's catch up each other up, shall we? It has been almost a year. Right, I'll go first if nobody minds. I've been back in Tuliolal and spoke with Kona and asked him the records left behind in Gulja's mother as well as Fiend's reappearance. We decided I should remain in the dome until things get settled down more. But while Gulja's guardian, I'm foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as though I'm meddling in Alexandrian politics. That's all from me. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new Sphene. She has been making regular appearances before the people, and each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, including why she's chosen to reveal herself now. And on our end, we've confirmed that there's only those wearing regulators that had been known Queen Sphene's death had been altered. So I must have tampered with the devices to remove all memories of the event, though we haven't yet identified the perpetrator. Given the recent events, Sphene is the chief suspect. Many believe the Queen of Reason is alive and well. I remember her funeral as a memorial for those who lost in the attack. Needless to say, this has proven confusing for those with more accurate recollections. We'll carry on with our investigation. I'll head to the Eastern Sky now and coordinate with our people. There's one other matter, the highlight of this gathering, you might say. We'd like you to meet certain someone. By all means, where's this person now? In the break room, she's unwell, and Ishola and Alice have been tending to her. They'll be able to explain things. I want to see how she's doing, so I'll come too. The break room is at the end of the hallway through that door. We can go there whenever you're ready. Garaha, we're gonna forever leave your tacos behind after 7.5. Oh, this is back here? Wow.
What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is. Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul. We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now. Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis.
Youch.
Ishtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with a porksy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective. Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect, I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Sphene was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
Oh, that's crazy.
What? But How can that be possible? The real Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died. Whatever do you mean?
Oh, what? Oops.
I am not dead. I'm not. What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia? And who are you people?
Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself.
Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
In that dark room, there was an electrope casket, designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis. Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down, that was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom, for 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
Crazy. No, this is horrible. Learn your whole entire history this way is insane.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Y'shtola and Alisei's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
Crazy, right?
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
She still has a motherly sight. Sort. She is a sight. A motherly sight indeed. Alice who never abandons us in need. The comrades you can rely on.
She's known those two for a long time. You can trust in her judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long. So very long. I steeled myself, having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sphene?
Little best boy.
Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Great idea. There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes. That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene.
The other Sphene. Well, they can throw hands. Sphene 1 and Sphene 2.
Still want to take a look, even so?
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
He's like, yeah, that's what you should do, which is true. She shouldn't be afraid of it, especially like now. She's basically gonna have to fight for her, between her and the other Sphene. She's gonna have to fight, right? Because like, it's winner take all at this point because it's not even the real Sphene. He'll be your escort.
Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Thank you, Wuklamot.
Secrets of Eternity. Let's go, madam. You're gonna get changed. Ma'am, if your glamour is lacking, we're gonna have a talk. Probably some humble attire, to be honest. Which I wouldn't mind because it'd say a lot about her than something really gaudy, but we'll see. Just waiting for Sphene.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
That's a little adorable.
Oh, that really suits
Right.
you.
Looks like you're a different person. It looks ideal for a brisk afternoon stroll.
For one so well traveled to say that, I feel confident it's perfect for exploring the city.
A moment before you head out. Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
And dangerous. And dangerous.
First, we propose calling you
Kidnapping?
simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction. But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret. For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Sphene.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale.
Shouldn't it be like Dagger?
Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
There you go. That lady wants to take llama tea, so we're busy. I'll tell you about what I can see from here. Is there any place that interests you? So many things I can't decide where to begin. Why don't we let Lexus choose? I am choosing. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I was gonna start the Nexus arcade, but how crazy it must be for her to be like. There are a lot of different shops at Nexus Arcade, selling everything you need, always full of people doing their shopping. The Endless Sphene gave Lexus and Llama T a tour of the place. I remember watching them from a distance. The castle town I knew would be the main thoroughfare was lined with shops. Whenever I visited, the citizens would come and speak to me about matters great and small. Just like that lady's doing now with Lukelamat. The lady talking to Llama T just came back from Tuliolal, and it was her first time since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has family in Alexandria now, so she had to return. But the train made it safe and easy for her to make the journey, and it's all thanks to everyone's hard work. There was once a railroad connecting Alexandria to neighboring Liblum, and operations were suspended when relations deteriorated. Eventually, the tracks were removed entirely. To see that a railroad now connects us with our new neighbors is gratifying. Especially considering that our history began with war, with Alexandria the aggressor, and continue to strive for peace. Tulial's leaders have shown great magnanimity, and I can't help but be moved. If you tune to the lane of 9, you can teleport back anytime you want. You can also use it to teleport to other locations in Solution 9 if it makes it easy to get around. That's the mode of travel to utilize Aether Currents, yes? We had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such nodes were sealed off to prevent enemy use. Then after the war, the etheric balance across the entire world had collapsed. Not only was the travel outside the barrier ill-advised, but the act of teleportation itself had become dangerous, so he had to abandon the nodes altogether. It's disheartening to see them available again for use of one and all. The government sector, there's a counter where citizens can get matched to jobs. There's also a soul exchange, but no one goes there much these days. There aren't many souls in circulation. I'm unsure how I feel about regulators and the treatment of souls as a resource. I understand the grief of those who have lost loved ones and the desire to escape death of sorrow. Even so, I would never wish to forget my parents, Otis and Selenia. I want to remember them all, and I'm reluctant to impose my personal beliefs upon others, though. Sorry about that, I got a little carried away with the conversation. Alright, Lexus and I told her about the places we can see from here. Really? That's great. Right then, why don't we stroll to the residential sector and then stop at Mosaic? We can take a break there. For 7.2, yes, I'm going there now. But she's all the way out here now because she's like, let's go over here. She's all the way out by Mosaic. I wasn't that far behind. I've been gone for like a year, and I'm only at 7.2, which is crazy to me. Like, it's only been 3 patches. We've been walking for a while, so let's rest our feet. Drinks are on me. Speed and Lexus, the two you go ahead and order first. It's Shulk! No, it wasn't Shulk, but still.
So many different drinks. I can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Of course. I should warn you, though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
Dali, the city
The bitterness
of
is
Dali.
the best part. Have you decided as well?
I want to have what Sven's having. Yeah, right? Oh my god, sweet cocoa with extra cream on top. That's really what I would choose. But I'm gonna experience the bitterness.
Two Dali coffees then. The beans make for dark roasts that are quite aromatic. I find the sharp flavour invigorating, though a dash of milk can be a wonderful complement.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people. But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
There you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now, we're going home.
Bye! Not Queen Sphene!
Totally not Blitzcrank.
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here. Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain. Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Well, I mean, you can't really help that. You've been pretty jarring 400 years later. So I feel better having shared my feelings with you. Thank you. I'm sorry for not being much of a guide. I don't usually get approached this often. It's quite alright that people have so much to say. It's only natural for them to seek comfort and assurance from somebody they trust. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious cup of coffee and have a lovely chat with Fluxus. I appreciate your understanding. Right then, where to next? We could take a look inside the Nexus arcade, but it can probably wait when we actually need something. In that case, let's head back to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see in True View. He looks pale. We need to find a place for him to rest. Thank you. I was on my way to attend to some business when memory of being killed here came flooding back. The danger's past. I know, but the terror lingers. For comfort I've offered others in my work, I can't seem to comfort myself. Rally! I know it's down here somewhere. I could just type rally, but why could you type rally whenever you could just do this? Also, I'm really curious as to where on my list things are. Because last time I checked, it was really interesting that there was some stuff that I thought I had known that was here, but I felt like it was missing, or something was missing, I feel like. Although, there's so many emotes I could be mistaken that was the case. Because I could have sworn it was an emote, but maybe Rally isn't an emote. It's really weird. Thank you, I feel better already. Your encouragement was exactly what I needed. But where are my manners? My name is Malachite. Ah, no, Sailor Moon reference. And I'm an usher. Also stone. An usher, the ones who come with to those without long to live, right? But given everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed. That's correct. You no longer attend to the dying. It only comes after they have passed away that their families care that we convey their remains to a government storage facility. Storage facility? What for? Henceforth, we must inter the deceased, but as the specifics are undecided, the bodies have been kept in cold storage for the time being. I didn't know. I'd heard there were graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funerals, burial customs must be long forgotten. Did you have usher duties? If so, we can help. If I'm not able to be here in official capacity, so I'm loath to trouble you further, but if you ask, I shall explain why I've come. I've taken to delivering the personal effects of the departed to their families. Even though their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember where they once lived. The rule was to dispose of belongings, to do anything that else was strictly forbidden, but it saddened me to see them discarded like waste, so I began secretly away what I could. Of course, I understand not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it to the families to decide what to do with these items. Some accept my deliveries, others reject them. Whether I'm going to do the right thing, I cannot say, but I feel families should be given the choice. Oh, they didn't have it before, then. It's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help. Do you want to help too? Deliveries happen to be my specialty. He's like, holla! I'm grateful. Now there are 4 items to be delivered in the recreation zone. I'll leave them in your care. Nothing like walking around town while delivering. He'd like to know the family's reactions. He's into, like, reaction YouTube. SpeenTube. You know, there have been people in Tulyal who had similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Would you mind if I went to Malachite just to keep an eye on him? Well, if you can only handle those deliveries without me, of course. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sure I'll be happy for the company. So the 4 items in total to deliver. Alright, 3 people in Treeview, 1 over by Neon Stein. Let's visit them in that order. Might I trouble you to do the talking? I fear my voice may betray my identity. Lead the way, we'll be right behind you. Let's speed up, everybody. The great thing about scholars in these towns, you can run and you can also use your expedite. Expedient is what it's called, but expedite indeed. The way the buildings are on a row reminds me of the old castle town. Lively as it is here, I can see why Oblivion can blend in. The people around Treeview seem scary at first, but most of them are really kind. When I see someone pass out on the street now, I worry if they'll be alright. Something you need? So Malachite, since he's very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsakes, he stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I see why some would say no, but I couldn't do that. Not when it's something that belonged to my parents, who I understand now I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. That's why it's always been the case, but now I find myself wondering about this and that, like how much longer I can afford to muck around with my brothers. But I won't bore you about my ramblings. Thanks for bringing me the keepsake, and give my regards to Malachite. You're trying to sell me something, I'm not interested. Oh, you brought the keepsake, thank you. I've been looking forward to this, hoping that it might help me remember, but no such luck as it seems. The owner's dead, and they'll never become one of these endless Queen Speen tells us about. It's a sad thought. Even so, I'm not sure I would become an endless myself. If they're putting your memories into a new body made of ether, doesn't that mean you yourself still have to die first? The thought of not having to worry about souls is appealing, so I was really happy to receive a Neo-Regulator, but I've only had doubts since then. Queen Speen herself highly recommends it, and I want to believe that we'll be well, but still. Sorry, I need to clear my head. Oh, hello, do I know you? Ah, so this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I've been wavering as to whether or not I should accept. I mean, it belonged to someone that died. It got me thinking about what we did in Chilial. I didn't even know we killed so many of their people, and not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Lamati Wuklamat would never do that. She and everyone in Chilial know that my father was to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean you to speak ill of your father. It's just, I can't stop worrying about death, and hearing that they're running out of Neo-Regulators makes it worse. I don't know what to do anymore. That's everyone on Treeview. Let's go to Neon Stein. So you can purchase beverages from these machines. That's wonderful. I've always believed that the technology should be developed for the benefit of the people. Ganalt's favorite energy tonic is special formula. Not the ones they sell here. I wanted to try one, but Sho wouldn't let me. Are you talking to me? Yes, you here. Oh, right, this. I can't say it stirs any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. You know, you look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? Ah, of course. You're the unenhanced challenger, no champion. I can't stress how incredible it is. When you achieved it without using feral souls, it was a genuine honor to meet you. Though not for the first time, I realize. It was the infusion station at the government sector, and it wasn't my finest moment, as you might recall. Well, you're the one who yelled at Fiend in her face. You're the Archon fighter who's desperate for souls. Arcadian fighter. That's right, I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as you're meeting properly now, the name is Lithander. I used to fight in Arcadian, but not anymore. I took Queen Spheen's words to heart and found a new job, one where I can put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. And as you know, lots of people here are badly hurt with the mechanical soldiers' malfunction, and I've been assisting with their rehabilitation. It's not something I'd ever imagined myself doing, but here we are. Not many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing. Thanks. It's encouraging to hear that. There's this fellow who has to learn how to walk all over again, and becoming endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to overcome them the hard way with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents, a sturdy thing that survived the arena, and I need to take better care of it. I'm the only blue-scaled Hubigo besides my father. Lamatu once told me that. I don't know how my father felt about it, and there are times when it hurts to think about how things we share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an endless, I would never throw away this body. Most people would find that hard to do so, I imagine. Just the thought makes me feel uncomfortable about the whole becoming endless affair. But I need to get back to work. It was nice talking to you, and thanks for the delivery. I bet that takes care of the deliveries. Thank you for taking charge, Alexis. And from what I've heard and seen, 'tis plain to see that people held their queen in high regard, and as Simulant has exploited their love and the admiration to win over so very many. Come, let us report to Malachite. You should be back by the North Recreation Zone. It's crazy to think about like all this stuff that's happened in 14, but like currently, and just sort of like feeling like you would think that more had happened, and I'm just sort of like, wow, a lot hasn't really happened since I've been gone. I mean, I took a break because there were a lot of other games to play, but like mainly because of the story, really. But I'm glad we're moving back out of this and moving on. And not that the story was bad, but just not what I expected. Oop, I should probably drink it this way. Okay. Malachite. Thank you for your assistance. With this, every delivery I planned today has been accounted for. The reactions I received were mixed. While some were glad, others decided they didn't want the items after all. How was your experience? Everyone accepted their items, but they all felt differently about them. One person could remember the keepsake's owner, and another couldn't stop worrying about their own death. I see, it's difficult indeed to predict how people may behave when confronted with reminders of loss. Of late, I've come to believe that each one of us are the sum of the moments we've shared with our loved ones. And when they passed away, we lost our memories of these people. We lost parts of ourselves. It's a thought that saddens me to no end. If our memories of the departed are no longer to be entrusted to the cloud, I wish that those are already taken could be returned to us. Well, my friends, I must resume my formal duties. My thanks again for your aid. Malachite speaks true. Our memories are what define us. They form the path we've walked to be where we are. My endless self, I expect, was much alike to me in the beginning. But I cannot become like her, no more could she become like me. For once our paths diverged, so too did our lives and experiences. That's true. Even if we start at the same place, we all have different journeys, and at some point, things like our goals and our ways of thinking are bound to change. The endless fiend was one possibility, a version of myself who made choices I want to believe I never would. I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact I did, though. Is that... Queen's bananas! I mean, she is like a... Look, oh my gosh, no. The simulant. Why she keeps that's so scary. It's so creepy. She's looking straight at us. If I didn't know any better, I'd say she'd want us to follow her. I have a bad feeling about this, but might not have the chance to figure out what she's up to. We're going after her, right?
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
Huh? Hey, are you alright?
Dang, Fiend Blaster.
So she didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
I know that voice.
Oh, that's crazy.
You there! Yes, you!
We have important business with you. We left something in your keeping, the key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
You asked me that after you tried to kill me?
Now that you mention it, the other way around may have been more appropriate. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become
excuse
endless
me.
and know eternal happiness.
Why are you firing at me then?
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
Doesn't stop, does it? Jeez. So greedy.
All is for the sake of his experiments.
It's gotta be someone we know,
'Twas
surely.
for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it, and sure enough, she did just that. I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry.
That's so mean.
Alas, we are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Pieces is what Lamati's about to turn you into.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew. And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Damn you!
Like, Asahi! Where's Yatsuyu now? What's the objective of the experiments? What do you stand to gain by making everyone endless? Louse looking Xenoblade having coat. Xenosaga in Doctor Simulation Chronicles, man.
You're speaking to me. Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution. Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict. All the while, death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
This is what happens when you go beyond. This is a hoarder and not a collector. Preservation, non-preservationist, human preservationist. I collect humans and human souls.
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
So not, somebody we know.
You know him?
The young genius who had mastered electrode technology. He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation and devoted himself to developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people.
Calcabrino doll wannabe lookalike.
Calyx! You always had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now. But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
I choose consequences. That's what I choose. Right? That's the options. I choose consequences. I choose to fight. This guy's nuts if he thinks we're just gonna hand over whatever. Well, I always like how the villains are like, just hand over whatever and we'll be good. And I'm like, why do you think we're gonna do that? When have we ever decided to do that? Alexandria has no need for Queen Sphene and its Queen of Reason, my endless counterpart that they love. They don't love her, they don't know better, and although it's hard to choose to accept as nevertheless the truth, I must find a new way to serve. You're not alone, and together we can get through anything. Well, that said, it just happens there's something only we can do right now at this moment. Let's start with Calyx. What you would tell us about him? He is a prodigy specialized in the field of electrope and made his mark during the storm surge. Even vast in admiration of his peers, he struggled with an illness he had from birth, which left him with precious little time to live. For him to be able to live and be here for 4 centuries, I think it's safe to assume he too has become an endless. I see you were somewhat far from familiar with the preservation. I never imagined we'd cross paths with them like this. You know about preservation? We do. They supposedly had created Everkeep's core system as well as the Endless Sphene. Did they? All while I was slumbering. The members of Oblivion have spent a lot of time investigating preservation. We should head to the back room and tell them what's happened. Cry all! I'm tattletelling.
We've heard what happened. So, preservation has revealed itself at last.
And using the key, they mean to turn even more people into Endless. It seems safe to assume that they too intend to steal ether from the other reflections. But unlike the previous Sphene, they have no intention of saving everyone. Calyx, of all people, would know precisely how much ether is required to sustain an Endless. Thus, he is able to set a realistic limit to their creation, without being swayed by emotion.
Carefully managed, eternal preservation.
Carefully managed.
Whether or not this can be considered an evolution, 'tis plain that man's very existence would be forever changed.
Say, if this Calyx is as brilliant a scientist as everyone says, could he have been the one who erased everyone's memories of Endless Sphene's death?
That is a possibility, though I cannot speak to his motives.
Though Calyx has outright stated his ultimate goal, how his actions will further this agenda remains unclear. That said, we have seen how anxiety towards death continues to spread amongst Alexandrians. Perhaps the simulant stokes this fear to entice them to become endless.
Everyone is afraid of death. We try to put it out of our minds, and I do not blame the people for feeling as they do. Nonetheless, I wish to stop the simulant. I wish to do what I can for those who believe in their queen. Although I wear no crown, were I to forsake the people, then I would truly have no place here.
Well said, jeez.
I don't know if this will help in that endeavor, but I've found something interesting. When I analyzed the sign that Calyx appeared on, I was able to determine the source of transmission. I traced it back to a terminal used only by preservation, located in the Foundation sector.
Foundation sector? That came up in my mother's records, didn't it? It's where the old castle was hidden.
Everkeep was built atop the castle of the former kingdom. Access to the immediate area, the Foundation sector, is highly restricted, with map data accordingly classified.
Right.
The old castle is inside this tower.
It's an ideal place for preservation to conceal a terminal, I must say. Having existed since the storm surge, they would be familiar with the castle's layout.
But I wonder, would someone so versed in electrope, such as Calyx, be so careless as to leave a trail?
Oh, I expect he intended for us to find the terminal.
It may be a trap, but it's our only lead. What do you think, my friend?
Can't leave them to their own devices, that's for sure.
No, we cannot. We must learn exactly what he is plotting.
If you're set on this course of action, I'll work on getting you access to the Foundation sector. Sit tight for now.
Please, let me come with you. I may not possess any special skills, but I know the castle better than any. So please.
All right. If that's what you want, then we go together. The rest of us will take point and secure the way, and we'll count on you to guide us in the castle.
Yeesh. I feel like this is going at a pretty quick clip. We found her and we're like, okay, time to catch up. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Come along to geographical data on site. You can lead the navigation to me. Alrighty. Cool, John. Government sector. Let's go, everybody. Alright, there's no direct lift to the Foundation sector, so we'll have to transfer into another on the way. and make a wrong turn, we'll end up in the wrong sector, so be sure to follow our instructions. According to Teshjal's records, the tower is divided into inner and outer selections of orogenics. The castle is the heart of the intersection. So upon arriving in the Foundation sector, we need to make our way inwards. Lexus, take this communicator with you. It's been modified to track your coordinates, so I'll be guiding you as I collect data. Looks like we're all set, let's get going. Underkeep. Alright, let's go. It's been a while, let me tell you, since I've done any dungeons. Whoa! Okay. Healer Q dominance. Crazy that the Q still goes this fast, this quickly. Crazy. Oh. Whoa. This really is Xenoblade looking, it's crazy. This song! I hate and love it, but they're not using 9 right. But it's also very awesome. Oh my gosh.
Hatch nearby that leads inside. Look for an opening.
Oh, so good. The music of 9 is always so timeless, it's crazy. Antlion. That's so awesome.
Construction was apparently a constant battle against the rising water level. Even during the war, the people labored to maintain the castle. It meant a lot to them. It's upsetting to think that Preservation's terminal is in this place.
Hold on. Someone's dropped communication. Stay alert.
Ah, it's so beautiful! Damn. The music is so beautiful. The nostalgia hits so hard, but it sounds better. The originals are fantastic too, but...
So, you have come. Let us measure your strength.
Got a choice, but okay.
That was hardly a challenge, I see. You will show me more. I bid you press on.
Man, the castle looks so good! Wow.
You are untroubled thus far, but I have something that may test you yet.
Oh.
We still lack sufficient data. Very well. Let us see how you perform against this. This machine has long guarded these crumbling halls. How will you handle this?
Oh. Oh, wow. They travel alongside the path. Okay.
Let us introduce more weaponry.
You have rays? That's crazy. A Phoenix down? Wow, what a boss.
Let us see what this is. Perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability. Still alive. How unfortunate. For you to die here, it would save me trouble later. I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Queen Eternal. That will do. We have enough to proceed with an analysis.
Woo! Crazy. That Phoenix down was so good. Who carries me? I carry Phoenix down. See, this person like minds think alike.
Calyx was measuring our strength. Is that why he contrived to lead us here?
It looks like we've cleared away the machines and beasts. But who knows what else he might have in store. From here on out, Sven and Shale will move with us. Let's find that terminal, but stay alert for more threats.
Before my illness left me bedridden, I used to walk through here on my way to watch Otis and Zelenia train. You knew Otis, if I'm not mistaken. Zelenia was his second in command in the Royal Knights of Alexandria. Oh, how I loved to see the two of them spar. I once dreamed of fighting by their side, so I studied the magical arts under my tutor. But when I was 15, the storm surge broke out, and both my father and mother passed away. As the new queen, I was forbidden from taking to the battlefield, for our nation would fracture had I died without a successor. Though in the end I could barely move, I regret that I didn't go out there and fight. At least while I still could. My endless self lamented not being able to protect the realm with benevolence. 'Tis a feeling to which I can relate.
Sven.
Forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to darken the mood. Come, let us press on.
This is one big castle, though.
Alright.
How far does this hallway go?
Country.
Do you know, Sven?
Country. Do you, sibling of mine?
What?
I'm standing by.
What?
Well, we were walking.
What happened?
We were walking by, and then we weren't standing, we got snatched. I'm scared.
It seems our guest brought company. So this was your doing?
It was. We installed a teleporter that is triggered by the presence of the key, you see? I'm afraid etheric transmissions cannot penetrate
The one time we
walls
want
of
the
the
link
throne
pearl to
room.
work.
It will take your friends a good while to find you.
I confess the Valia Pira did not suffice to assess your capabilities. So I shall try something else.
Ah, scientists.
You are free to use anything at your disposal. The better you
Really?
fight, the more accurate my data.
Beatrix, please.
Attaining a precise measure of your strength, that is the most expeditious way. To reclaim the key to which you so stubbornly cling.
What you talking about?
Ah, noble Zelenia, dashing as ever. These
I had a
villains
feeling
mean
there
to
when
do
they're
us
saying
harm.
Zelenia is Beatrix.
Strike them down, I bid you. What? This machine is Zelenia? Indeed it is. We couldn't preserve her memories while she lived, so she has been reconstructed from our recollections of her.
She's not gonna
The
stand for this.
endless me being created in answer to the earnest desires of Alexandrians. That I can accept. But to twist the memories of those I held dear and treat them as playthings. This disgrace I cannot abide! Loath though I am to comply with their demands, this monstrosity must be destroyed. Not least of all for Zelenia's honor.
So pretty of a screenshot.
If she was indeed created from my memories, even if I cannot fight, I may be able to offer you counsel. So please, lend me your strength and end this farce.
Azim, Crystal.
Ah, there it is.
It's so good. But also it's not 9 enough, but it's 9 enough. Get over here. Get over here. Where are you? Vroom vroom, let's go. Okay. It's so good though, I'm so excited. The mixes are so good though, it's ridiculous. Was it everything that you expected it to be? Like, was this like, yeah, I'm glad they did it? Because I know for a while you were sort of like, well, what if it isn't exactly 9 stuff? You know? I'm wondering. I'm curious. Yeah, at least the music's good. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you can't fail at the music, I don't think. 9's music is really iconic. I don't think you could really... Yeah, Zelenia. Like, well, I call her Zelenia, but we sort of knew because they called Steiner, like, they had Otis, you know what I mean? So that we sort of knew at the beginning that, like, they weren't using the names. The music's great, though. It just feels right. It feels like the pacing of the song is really, really good. I feel. Well, Q10 taking a while, right? Gotta dance. You gotta dance. Your recollection, more like perfection.
Zelenia Triantaphili.
Triantaphili, oh my.
Knight of Alexandria, and sworn blade of Her Majesty the Queen.
Triantaphilia. Screaming cat king.
Upon my blade I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
You will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
Feel the sting of my divine blade!
Oh no.
I know this technique. You must keep moving. Blade work should be recreated so faithfully.
I will suffer none to threaten Alexandria! Heavens roar! Fall!
Zelenia was capable of much, much more.
I will show you the soul of a royal knight!
Whoa!
For the honor and glory of Alexandria, I strike!
Whoa! That is cool.
No more games.
Quickly, away from the sigils! The sigils channel magic. Be on your guard.
You've no time even to fear my wrath.
You must brace for blade and magic both.
Have at you! Taste my steel!
Jeez. Jeez, no joke.
Surge! Have at you! Fall!
I know this was merely a reconstruction, and yet
I have pledged my life to the kingdom. Have at you!
Oh! Thank you for keeping track of my stacks. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I'm on 3 right now? Yeah, I'm on
I
3.
am sworn to protect my queen! I will die before I
You need to
yield!
be careful. I'm on 4. How do I get rid of my stacks? Can I get rid of my stacks? I just don't get hit, right? Don't get hit the game.
Have at you!
Nice! I don't know how to get this back, but +5.
A disgraceful display. Forgive me, my queen. I have failed you.
Right? Just heal me the pain. Heal me the pain. I got a story. Half the comms go to me. This is always the case.
Did you get what you needed?
So disturbing.
I did. Though these figures will complicate matters.
Is that so? Well, if we are done here, then I shall end the transmission. Hold it! If you have no scruples about thus defiling the memories of Zelenia, then there is no way we will ever see eye to eye.
Wow.
You are not fit to be entrusted with the cherished memories of Alexandrians.
I, for one, have no wish to employ the fruits of my research in this manner. It is a waste of time and effort, but since I relinquished my flesh long ago, I must resort to every conceivable method, so long as the hero insists on keeping the key. Why do you so oppose our objective?
That's crazy, right?
With the key, we would be able to harvest ether from other reflections and bring forth more endless.
Is that what he's thinking the key does? That the Zem key connects to all the other reflections?
We could give this chance to evolve not only to the people of the Ninth, but to those of the Source as well. I see no reason why you should reject such a boon.
You are aware of the connection between the worlds?
Oh, don't tell me you thought you were the only ones who knew. That is the height of hubris. Well, I'd say our conversation has run its course. Ultimately, what you think is immaterial. For the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. And thus does my role come to an end. The rest I leave in your capable hands, Calyx.
As a token of gratitude for consenting to my tests, I leave you with a gift. Be sure to take it with you.
Your swag bag. Can you see the crown? it's really Square Enix is so. I love the nostalgia of 14, but I guess it's hard because it's so timeless. But I know they're having issues connecting with newer generations because they haven't had that Final Fantasy that's just resonated with them yet, I think. And I think part of that, at least for me, was 15 and 16. They keep trying to like recreate Final Fantasy in a way that isn't Final Fantasy. They should just focus on making what they do best, make the games that they like to make, not trying to change it to Devil May Cry or like action combat based. Like they can do that, which is fine. I like the way that Rebirth and Remake are done, but like I feel like they're trying too hard to change for people. Just be yourself. People will accept you. And I think Square Enix keeps trying to, you know. Selenia was kind, but she could be stern. A pillar of strength when I ascended to the throne in troubled times. Not only did she protect me, she also buoyed my spirit whenever it threatened to buck under the pressures of my station. Yeah, exactly. Just be, not even JRPGs, and I think that's what's an interesting conversation is about that too, is a lot of Japanese developers are like, we hate being shoeboxed into JRPGs, and I think Square Enix actually said it in an interview. They don't like the term JRPG, they like RPG. And I'm like, but you sort of pigeonhole yourself into that whenever it's really a difficult conversation, right? Pull yourselves together, Square Enix. Expedition 33 is fantastic. Go play it. And this too, but more so Expedition 33 because it's great.
Selenia, it pains me to think that you're gone too.
Aha! Oh, we found you at last.
You had us quite worried when you suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened?
Science, science, evil scientist, science, 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 evil scientist, science, science.
Then preservation's objective is indeed what Calyx claimed. But for them to know about the source and the shards, and to refer to theirs as the 9th, that raises some questions.
Indeed. But for now, I'm just glad the two of you are safe. Oh, right. While we were scouring the castle for you, we came upon a room that looked like a library.
By learning about the Alexandria of old, we may gain valuable insights into preservation. Might we take a number of books with us?
So books still remain. Of course. You are welcome to any that may be of use.
If you don't mind, could we take a look around here first? I'm especially curious about the area over by the throne.
I just went up there, you guys. It was a crown that was left. I checked it out already.
This tiara, it was hers, the Endless Fiend's. What's it doing here?
It's a type of regulator, I believe. It contains the data of the Endless Fiend's memories. Calyx likely used it to create the simulant. Which means that as long as the tiara is in our keeping, we shouldn't need to deal with any more simulants. Strange that he would abandon it, though. Perhaps because the simulant already played her role, like she said. Or Calyx made a copy of the memories. In any case, not much information of import appears to remain on this terminal. But I'll make it so we can access it remotely from the back room.
Is she gonna wear the crown?
This contains the memories of another me. The tale of her journey as Queen of Alexandria. Might I hold on to this tiara?
Oh, okay.
You may examine it whenever you wish, of course.
It would be for the best, I think. Does that work for you, Shale?
No objections from me. All right, I'm finished. Let's head to the library, and then back outside.
Take Beatrix with us. I mean, Zelenia.
Farewell, Zelenia.
This just leaves Zelenia in the castle. You could take her and equip her. She's a mech. Transform. You were? I just remembered you that one year you weren't, because I stopped playing before you, but we stopped at the same patch because I'm at, this is 7.2, right? So like, did we not both stop, or did you finish 7.2? I wonder. Oh, I'd already stopped by then. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Man, I'm sorry. I don't think I would have ever quit. Had I played that part, I would have been like pretty fully invested, I feel like. It is a little bit jarring, right? Because they just sort of are like, here's the castle, here's Beatrix. Like, they just literally like throw it in your face immediately. And so it's like, it's a little shocking, at least to me. Y'shtola, Alice, Aaronville, because we don't have much time with him, alright? Alice, Alpha, Y'shtola's, so the twins, I can't decide between these three, so it's Aaronville. This is a surprise. Has Wicklemat gotten into trouble again? Actually, Aaronville, science, evil scientist, science. I see. No, yeah, I expect you're already looking forward to the next obvious trap. Try not to overdo it. I'm in the outskirts at the moment. I've been helping people with their work and talking to those I met to gauge their sentiment. It's been uneventful for the most part, but there was a notable development. Following recent events, some here stopped wearing regulators. This has led to disparity between what people remember about the Queen's death and the occasional episode of confusion. I'll be sure to let you know if there are any other changes. If it isn't Luxus, is something the matter? Yeah, science, evil scientist, science. So preservation is behind the recent intrigue. It doesn't surprise me. I'm glad to hear that you're none worse for wear of your trials, though. As for myself, I've just concluded a meeting with Gosson, and I told him about the cure for 11 sickness, and we informed the tentative plan to treat all those who are stricken. I'm now otherwise unoccupied, so I shall take a look around the government sector to see if aught is amiss. And if this Calyx is obsessed with the key, then I ought to begin studying it to earnest as well. Yes, hello, Luxus? For you to call out of the blue, is there something wrong? Yes, science, evil scientist, science, evil scientist. What? You went all the way to the bottom of Everkeep and you didn't think to ask me to come? Sorry, but I suppose I'm fairly busy myself. I am pleased to say that we received permission to begin administering the cure for 11 sickness to the citizens. I'm actually due to visit a boy named Milos shortly to see how he is responding to his treatment. You've been in before with Lamati, I believe. The two of you should attend as well if you have time. Ah, excellent timing, my friend. I had in mind to call you myself to see how you were faring. Well, scientist, evil scientist, science. Calyx? Well, something was obviously afoot. I couldn't have imagined that such an individual would be involved. 'Tis well you were able to prevent the simulant from sowing further uncertainty. That said, your absence may have consequences. The people of Alexandria still have yet great trust in Sphene, just plain in the way they speak even of her now, and the simulant was able to win them over. When they notice she has ceased to appear again, rumor and worry will spread. We must be mindful of any pronounced shift in the mood of the populace. But forgive me, it's been battle after battle for you, hasn't it? We can handle ourselves now, so pray rest up while you can and recover your strength. What did the others have to say, if I may ask? Well, not scientists or evil science, that's for certain. They finished treating Milos? Then we have to go and visit him. I'm catching Wiklamat's accent. Would you mind if I accompanied you? I understand he's afflicted with the self-same condition as I was, and I cannot help but worry for him. Of course, we don't mind at all. In the meantime, I should take myself around Solution 9 and see how things are. I share Alphino's concern about Lacrim's absence, and even setting that aside, the situation is not likely to resolve itself while becoming endless remains an option. I had meaning to visit some shops, so I'd like to join Cryle. While everyone's out and about, I'll try to pick up Calyx's trail and see if I can dig up some information and key for Y'shtola as well. I'll help you! It seems you'll have things to do still. There's no telling what Calyx might have planned, so please be careful, everybody. Alright, let's go to Moos's apartment, residential radius 914, if I remember correctly. Off everyone goes. Chaktorol. Oh, I offshot that because it blends in. The Aether lights blend in so well. These big apartments are like they're so huge. Ridiculous. Well, again, you came before Queen Sphene. I'm glad you came again. I believe you'll be fine now, but just for good measure, I'll administer a healing spell. Porksy Beam!
I once hoped that Milos at least might be made an endless. Then he wouldn't need to suffer anymore.
You feel different now?
Thanks to Alizé, Milos is on the road to recovery. He can grow up and live a normal life. And I want to be there with him every step of the way. To grow old with him as his mother. And not something else.
Porksy Beam! Casting Porksy Asuna.
You're doing well, I'm glad to say.
Thank you, Alizé.
You're welcome, Milos. Now, you'll feel breathless for a little while still, but don't fret.
It'll get easier to speak with time. That said, we can't rule out the possibility of a relapse. As a precaution, I would keep him away from lightning-infused objects.
Lightning? Does that include regulators?
It does. I understand if it's difficult for you to part with something.
She's gonna rip that thing right off. Watch.
So
nope, no hesitation. Watch.
No. For Milos' sake, I will do it. And if the environment here isn't good for him, I must consider moving outside the dome.
You two would be more than welcome in Tulihyolal.
It's very assuring to hear that. If you don't mind, could you tell me about the process?
I'm happy. I can talk again. Before, I couldn't even thank my mother for caring for me. But now we can talk lots. I can tell her that I'm happy. That I like it when she strokes my hair.
Your mother is happy to talk to you as well, I'm sure.
Queen Sphene always cheered me up. Always said that she would cure me. Today, I'll practice walking with Mother. And next time, I'll go and visit you.
Thank you for explaining everything.
We'll come again to check on you. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Right. Let's get going, shall we?
Please come back soon. You too, miss.
It's good to see Milos doing so well.
The Endless Me gave him the strength to hang on, and she didn't rely on any special power to do so.
She wanted her people to be happy. Even though we had to fight, her love for them was very real, and it reached Milos.
I wish to be there to watch him grow as well. To make my way beside the people of Alexandria. In the name of his evolution, Calyx has wrought much unease and misery, and I cannot condone his path. No, I shall forge ahead on a path of my own, one that honors the memory of my other self.
Oh boy.
Citizens of Alexandria, please be advised. The distribution of neo-regulators has concluded.
There you go. No more. They're gone.
We ask that all recipients equip their regulators and promptly complete device registration. The evolution of our kind is at hand. Together we shall rise above death and bask in the infinite possibilities of eternal life.
That isn't creepy.
What is this?
Those 5,000 are chosen.
Evolution? What evolution?
Those with neo-regulators will become endless, apparently.
You mean there's no more? Well, don't you feel lucky?
Don't look at me like that. Queen Sphene said there were only so many.
I haven't registered mine yet. The more I thought about it, the more unsure I felt about becoming an Endless.
Well, I registered right away. Anything to stop those terrible nightmares of being killed by mechanical soldiers.
Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. I see. The terror of their first encounter with death still lingers in their hearts. Having previously been spared even the idea of it, they know not how to handle the emotions.
The funeral was meant to give everyone the chance to come to terms with loss, to grieve and move forward together.
But they couldn't do that when she reappeared before them.
But everyone who was wearing a regulator had their memories of that moment erased. And to see those oblivious, happy souls, those who remembered must have wondered if it might not be better to be like them, to go back to a time when death didn't exist.
And now they've been presented with the chance to do just that by becoming an Endless. It's not hard to see why they would consider it.
If this fear of death continues to spread among the people, what will become of Alexandria? The gifts for our friends will have to wait. We should return to the back room at once.
Oh, you're safe. That broadcast had us worried. The entire populace is on edge.
So Alphino and the others are still out there.
We have a situation on our hands! A civilian has been killed by a mechanical soldier here on Trueview. Watte is on the scene and reports that the problem unit has been subdued by another sentry.
That doesn't make sense. Only someone with the King of Resolve's authority could order a soldier to do that.
Someone's framing him, right? Framed.
Not good. I tried to check the status of the authority but was blocked from the core system. Given recent developments, I'd wager that Calyx is responsible for this.
Perhaps we should go and see for ourselves.
It's me. There's been an incident in the outskirts. A mechanical soldier attacked a local resident, for no apparent reason. Fortunately, several nearby hunters dealt with the rogue machine, so everyone is safe. But if other soldiers were to... Wait. Is that... Oh gods. More hostile sentries are bound for the settlement. I'll try to lure them away and then lose them somehow.
Ill tidings, I take it.
In the outskirts, too?
You'll go and help Erenville, won't you? We couldn't forgive ourselves if he came to harm. I'll have Geo join you from Earth and Sky.
I'm coming too. I can't stay here while my people are in danger.
Let's go.
Geesh. Aaronville. I knew I called him first for a reason. People are out here flying and I'm all like, I never finished the Aetherlight Currents. Let's be real though, I gotta do that eventually. Oh, I mean if we're moving into a new area, I don't know. That was a close call, my thanks. As I was leading the soldiers away, I caught sight of a poor fellow being pursued, and so I decided to throw myself recklessly in front of him. Heroically, actually. I went to help with this rather out of my depth. We're lucky you found us when you did. Aaronville, I'm glad you're safe. We were quite worried when we couldn't find you. We encountered soldiers on the way here. Must paid us no mind, but some turned out to be hostile. There's no way to tell until they set on you. The ones here also talked to that warning. If I had been paying attention, that could have easily ended badly. Hopefully there are others able to escape. We should return to the outskirts and take stock.
Right. We're none the worse for the wear. But let's see what the situation is here.
Geode and his people came and joined us while we were searching for you. After which we happened to encounter Malachite. His usher duties brought him here, and he has quite the story to tell.
Oh boy.
It's a bit puzzling, to say the least. Even so, I'll try my best to explain. I was called to attend to the unfortunate soul slain by the mechanical soldier. Yet, when I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it.
How odd. Did they remember the victim at least?
They did. Their memories of the deceased weren't sent to the cloud, I don't believe. Yet, no body remained.
If someone took it, surely they would have been noticed.
With your permission, I shall return to the government sector for now. Please take care.
This is terrible. Why would they make the soldiers do this?
If preservation is behind the attacks, I fear this won't be the end of it.
All the Neo-regulators have been distributed, and potentially 5,000 Endless are about to be born. What does Calyx hope to achieve with these killings? Does he seek to frighten people into registering them? Or perhaps...
Link, yeah, Link Pearl. D for Link Pearl. Here we go. We're about to find out. Me too, watch. Yeah.
Oh, thank the 12 you answered. Shale told me what happened. Is everything all right?
Science, evil scientists, you know?
I see. 'Tis a relief to hear that Erenville is safe. Alas, I do not have good news to share in return. A driver lost control of his vehicle when its interface became unresponsive, and it crashed into the Nexus arcade, injuring several people. Kryl and I are helping to render aid, but with the sentries behaving strangely, we can't afford to lower our guard. Remain vigilant, my friend.
Well, everybody, that's science for you.
I just received word from the backroom. A hover cargo on TrueView threw off its driver, and it's rampaging through the area as we speak.
Alphino had a similarly troubling report for me. Apparently, a riderless machine in the government sector came to life near a crowd clamoring for Neo-regulators. It proceeded to mow down several citizens, causing serious injuries.
This is a tragedy. We must go and help the people.
Can you slow down, girl? There's a bigger problem.
Steve, wait! I'm coming with you.
There's obviously something going on.
Alphino is with Y'shtola, and he said they'll be all right. I'll go and see if other incidents have occurred elsewhere. From here, I'll head towards the quarry by way of the drift downs.
Okay.
Certainly a lot of hover cargoes coming and going in those parts.
If all these machines are bad, then like
I shall remain here and speak
we
further
should just
with
not
the
worry
locals.
about it. We should focus
I
on
have
what's
company
causing
now,
the problem.
so you needn't worry about me.
Then let's return to Solution 9. If we hurry, we can catch up to Lamachi and Sphene.
Crazy, we're a splitting party already. Whoa!
Sphene's gone on ahead. I leave her with you.
The Arcadian people, that's crazy.
bloody things have gone mad!
Why is this happening?
Oh.
Surely there's a finite number of these things.
Everyone, please try to remain calm and make your way to resolution!
This is just like before, when Zorelja unleashed the soldiers on us. I don't have any souls left. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Are you all...
No! No! Why did you do that? Why? You can't just leave me alone like this! If we had been endless then, you'd still be here. You'd still be with me. But now...
Are you alright?
It's gonna be the mom, right? Oh no.
So many hurt. So many dead. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
I think the 12-year-old unharmed. It's a small solace amid this tragedy, however. The machine rampage seems to be only temporarily. Soldiers and vehicles all alike cease to operate all at once as if they had fulfilled their purpose. Same outside Everkeep though, members of Oblivion are keeping watch for good measure. First attack shortly came after the announcement Neo-regulars had run out. It can't have been coincidence. I struggle to imagine when anyone but Calyx had gained control of the soldiers, they must have served his ends in some way. Gululja, are you still without your authority? It's fine now, I'm in control again. When I took the opportunity to shut down these machines, there's no guarantee that it won't happen again. Namati talked to the Everkeep's administrators about that. They said it wasn't so simple. The mechanical soldiers don't only serve as guards, they also perform various vital tasks like providing medical treatment and managing food protection. If we shut them down, we'd struggle to render aid to citizens, let alone restore their lives to normal. Made it so they can't use weapons anymore, though. Hopefully that makes it a little safer. That seems to be the best approach for now. Thank you for your swift action, Gulja. Powerless, this I can't abide it no longer. No matter how much hardship and loss we can endure if there was but happiness at the end, yet all I see is suffering and misery. And I cannot bear it. I want to protect the people. For their happiness, I do anything and everything. So please, please lend me your aid. Asveen, you found the words I wish you'd said back then. Our strength is yours, Asveen. Together we'll get through this. Let's split up and get to work. Might I trouble you to report to Shale, my friend? What's the situation out there? Well, evil science! You move quickly to restore things to normal, thank you. Yet, while disarming all the soldiers is indeed prudent, it's far from comprehensive measure. The vehicles can become injured to inflict damage and sow chaos. For one time being, I'll settle a purpose of keeping close watch on the machines. I also had in mind to consult the authorities in enlisting hunters to our aid. I must regain proficiency in magic, and to that end I shall seek advice from Ishtola and Elise. Among the books we recovered from the castle, House grimoire I once used, I hope to learn to wield it again at everyone's side. As for the key, I think it's best to remain in your care. That means you bear greatest risk. In order to ease your burden, I shall endeavor to become a capable warrior and make Otis and Zelenia proud. My FC's popping off because everybody's come back. Well, a lot of people have come back.
By illness weakened, by wounds unmade, by age decayed. Such fragile flesh is worthless to us. How mankind should evolve, shall evolve. I have already arrived at the answer.
Oh boy. Making me nervous.
The time is come to pose a new question.